everyone, my name is Sheetal, and for this drama presentation, I'll be talking about the movie Walkabout. Walkabout is a 1971 movie. It's set in Australia, and the director is Nicholas Roeg. Nicholas Roeg is a cinematographer as well, and the element which I will be discussing is cinematography. So, what is cinematography? It is the art of movie making. It includes both photography and processing of the images. Why I chose cinematography is because when I was watching this movie, I liked it a lot, and the aspect I liked about it was cinematography. There isn't a lot of dialogue in the film, you will notice, because of the language differences between the characters, but just looking at the scene itself, the way it is shot, you are able to figure out what exactly is happening in the movie. Alright, before going on to discuss the scene, just a little background on what the movie is about. So, what happens is this brother and sister, they go picnic to a picnic to this desert with their father. He tries to kill them, he is not able to, so he commits suicide. And so this sister and brother are stranded in the desert. They try to survive, and then they meet this Aboriginal boy who is out on a walkabout. So he helps them return to civilization. Alright, so the scenes I will be discussing is the ones that help create a mood and the scenes which are most important to the movie. Alright, so the first scene I will discuss is the scene whereby we see the girl and the boy in the school. They are in modern attire, so what the camera does is it does a close-up of the girl's costume and a close-up of the boy's costume, and then they go home, and then we get a long shot of their house, which is quite big and lavish, and then there's like a close-up of the interior of the house. We see the father staring at the brother and sister they are in the swimming pool, and like there's a long shot whereby we see that he stares at them. I do not know if he stares at them out of love or whatever, but there's this mood which gets created. You feel that these people are living a comfortable life. They are happy and comfortable in their lives. Alright, the next scene that I will discuss is the scene whereby the girl and the boy actually are in the are in the desert as well. So the camera tracks their journey from the scorching sunlight to the chilly night. So what it does is in the morning we'll see that the lightning is so strong, and you can see like everything seems like it's ablaze, and then at night like it's so dark you can hardly see anything, and then this creates a mood of danger, survival. So they are trying to survive here. And then the other thing that I really liked was the extreme close-up of the desert animals. So at one place, not at one place, but at multiple places, we see that there's this small desert creatures, especially lizards. So they are running away, and there'll be like a close-up, and the camera will just show what really is happening. It will show that they are running away from a predator. Instead of these animals being romanticized like most movies do, this movie shows the real aspect, the real danger. So all of these combined create a mood of danger, of survival. Okay, so and then what happens is the boy enters. This is the Aboriginal boy who helps them out of the desert itself. So once he enters, he teaches them how to survive. So the environment which was unfamiliar to the girl and the boy, he is familiar with. So what happens once he arrives, I feel that the lightning is like a little bit less stronger in the day, and at night the boy lights a fire to break away the darkness of the night. So the camera will move close to the fire, and then we will see that the light around the fire and that the area has been lighted. So it gives a mood of hope. So we see that there is hope, there is some hope for the brother and sister. And then in another scene we see the girl and the boy falling in love. Not the girl itself, but there's like scenes which we see, and we think, we realize that the boy is actually falling in love. So whenever he looks at her, whenever he stares at her, the camera will do an extreme close-up of the boy's face, and then it will do a close-up of a part of the girl's body. Most likely I've seen that it was the girl's bottom, I think her pants, and then at one time he was staring at the girl's back while she was getting off the tree. So what the camera will do is focus on the boy and then do a close-up on the girl. So what this does is, we realize that the way he's looking at her, there's some kind of attraction that he feels for her, and then the way she'll stare back, and then the camera will actually do an extreme close-up of her face. So we realize that she feels something for him as well. Alright, and then there's another scene which I really liked, though I do not know how important it was for the film itself. So that scene is the one in which the girl, she's bathing naked in this stream, and we get like an bird's eye view at the girl, she's swimming, and then we get a low angle, like from beneath we see her swimming. This creates a mood of serenity and peace. It's like the girl is actually getting used to the environment itself, so she is at peace with the environment. Of course she will want to go home, but for the time being, she's okay with where she is. She's comfortable in the environment. So that's what that scene does. Alright, there's this scene that I wanted to describe. It's a mise-en scene. I guess that's how you pronounce it, mise-en scene. So in this scene, this is the scene whereby the boy, the Aboriginal boy, he's like in his get-up, like face paint, this thing that he wears, this thong, this costume, whatever it is, and there's like body paint as well. So he's outside, outside the warehouse, the environment that he is familiar with, and then he's doing his dance. So everything, his costume, his environment, the lighting, it gives an you feel that he's a tribesman. And then there's this shot of the girl inside, so she's actually in the warehouse. So what the scene does, and she's wearing like modern attire, so we realize the difference, right? Like, this girl is inside, she's a modern girl, she's dressed up as a modern person, and she's looking at the boy, and then she has no idea what he's doing. And then there's like tribal music playing as well. So outside, when the boy is dancing, there'll be like the sound of tribal music, and then when the girl is inside, there won't be a lot of music because she's scared. And then the scene will always do extreme close-up of both the girl's eyes and the boy's eyes, and when it goes to the girl's eyes, we realize that she's actually scared. And then when it goes to the boy, I was not able to figure out what he feels, but then when it becomes night, and then we see how distressful he is, and then the scene does a close-up of his face, and we see like this sweat all over his face, and then we know that he actually is showing his love for the girl. Alright, so yeah, these were the scenes I wanted to discuss. So these scenes, through these scenes, you must have noticed that though there is not much dialogue, the cinematography aspect itself is so important for a film that it can describe a film itself. There is no need for dialogue, there is no need for anything else, just the cinematography aspect, and you'll be able to understand the film in all. Alright, so that's about it for my presentation. If you have any questions or comments, put it on the discussion forum and I'll get back to you. Thank you.